In the high-octane world of Formula One, Aston Martin has been making waves with a series of strategic moves that have left the paddock buzzing. While their current performance may not reflect immediate gains, it's clear that the Silverstone-based squad is playing the long game, with eyes set firmly on the horizon of 2025 and beyond. The most tantalizing piece of this puzzle is the potential signing of Adrian Newey, the engineering mastermind who has been a cornerstone of Red Bull Racing's success for the past 18 years. Newey's departure from his role at Red Bull sent shockwaves through the F1 community, and Aston Martin has emerged as a front-runner in the race to secure his expertise. With rumors swirling about a lucrative contract offer, it's evident that Aston Martin is sparing no expense to bring Newey on board. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. Aston Martin's ambitions extend beyond engineering talent, as they set their sights on none other than Max Verstappen. The Dutch sensation has been a dominant force in F1, and his potential move to Aston Martin could reshape the competitive landscape. Verstappen's loyalty to Red Bull has been unwavering, but recent developments and internal dynamics at the Austrian team have raised questions about his future. Aston Martin's aggressive pursuit of Newey and Verstappen signals a clear intent to challenge for championships from 2026 onwards. The team's recent recruitment of Enrico Cardel from Ferrari and the possible reshuffling of key personnel under Newey's leadership further underscore their commitment to building a formidable contender. The stakes are high, and the F1 world is watching closely. Will Verstappen be swayed by the promise of a fresh start and the opportunity to work with familiar faces from Honda? Can Aston Martin deliver a race-winning car under the new regulations? These questions loom large as the team navigates a complex web of factors that will ultimately shape their destiny. As the 2025 season approaches, the competition is set to intensify. With Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari and the resurgence of McLaren and Mercedes, Verstappen faces a challenging road ahead. The RB20's performance has been under scrutiny, and Red Bull's struggles to find solutions could influence Verstappen's decision to seek greener pastures. As the dust settles on Aston Martin's ambitious plans, another intriguing scenario emerges. Imagine Max Verstappen not teaming up with Lance Stroll, but with the legendary Fernando Alonso. Lawrence Stroll's investments have largely centered around his son Lance, whose performance has often been overshadowed by his teammate Alonso. Despite a few exceptions in recent races where the car's performance has dipped, Alonso has been vocal about the necessary improvements. Lawrence Stroll, a man of considerable acumen, understands that success in F1 requires time and patience. While Alonso may need to bide his time, Lance seems to have an indefinite grace period under his father's protection. However, if the opportunity arises for Aston Martin to sign Verstappen from 2026 onwards, significant sacrifices might be on the horizon. This could mean keeping Alonso as a driver and moving Lance to another category within Aston Martin's racing portfolio, such as the World Endurance Championship. This decision would undoubtedly be challenging for Lawrence, given that no other competition matches F1's popularity and prestige. Yet if millions of dollars are invested in F1 with only one driver performing, something needs to change to appease the team's investors. The prospect of replacing Lance with a 3- or potentially 4-time world champion like Verstappen would necessitate a difficult conversation between father and son. However, the potential Verstappen-Alonso partnership, while promising on paper, may not be the optimal choice for the team. Both drivers are known for their fierce competitiveness, and their rivalry could lead to intense battles on the track, potentially hindering the team's overall performance. Lawrence Stroll, while the primary decision-maker, has sold minor stakes of the team to other companies, such as Arctos, introducing additional stakeholders into the equation. These stakeholders would prioritize both championships and would not want to enter race weekends with only one driver capable of fighting for victory. If the new regulations bring teams closer in terms of competitiveness, having two strong performing drivers will be crucial, as seen with McLaren, Mercedes, and Ferrari. Red Bull, on the other hand, has struggled with Sergio Perez's underperformance, and without their early season dominance, they might have already lost their top spot in the Constructors' Championship. All these factors must be carefully analyzed. For a driver like Verstappen, dissatisfied with his current team's performance, the next team must prove their capability to set themselves on the right path. Currently, Aston Martin may not be that team, which is why Mercedes still holds an advantage in securing Verstappen's signature if he decides to leave Red Bull. However, with the changes happening at Aston Martin and the familiar faces Verstappen would encounter if Newey joins and Honda returns in 2026, it would be hard to deny an offer from his old colleagues who contributed to the 2022 and 2023 successes. While Adrian Newey's departure from Red Bull wasn't the sole reason for their recent struggles, his absence highlighted the team's engineering challenges. Similarly, Dan Fallow's transition to Aston Martin hasn't yielded the expected results, as he struggled to make independent decisions. With all this in mind, do you think Newey and Verstappen are poised to join Aston Martin? Are they the missing pieces that could elevate the Silverstone-based squad to championship contenders in both categories? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Formula One and want to stay updated with the latest news, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Keep the pedal to the metal, and we'll see you at the next race.